Is there any brand that you won't review or any product or any company that you take like a hard line against?
It's funny, the process of deciding what to make a video about as a product reviewer is really interesting because there's lots and lots of products that are fine and they're like not that interesting of a video. Then there's products that are like really, really cool and you want to make videos about those. Some products are terrible. And that's actually worth shining a light on, like, hey, don't get this. Here's a PSA, or like, here's how they'll graduate to the next product. But all the stuff in the middle is like, how do I decide what to make a video on, what's worth? I don't have some hard line in the sand. It's just a matter of like finding an angle, finding an interesting thing that can turn into a storyline, into a video maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just like me crossing my fingers hoping they make good stuff usually.
It's like the Yelp reviews where people give it like a 3 out of 5.
What have you done? When I sort my
this
reviews,
was decent.
I want to see the 5-star reviews
or
and the 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
I don't read the 3-star reviews.
Okay, so there's no company that you're like, I don't think that they're ethically...
No. Okay. Not really, no. I mean, there probably are some out there and I just haven't paid attention. My inbox is 99.9999% garbage. And I don't respond to them. They're just boring, terrible products, and I don't care. Like there's endless cases, battery banks, cables, and stuff that I could make videos on that I just don't.
Have you ever had like the Dave Portnoy from Barstool?
Yeah.
So he does the one bite everybody
Pizzas,
the pizza thing, and like he literally can change the trajectory of a pizza place.
Yep.
Like he does a review, and all of a sudden they actually tell the pizza place, "Hey, this is going to be a good review. Make a lot of pizza.
Get ready.
Because people are going to show the fuck up."
That's amazing.
Have you ever done that to a product and changed the trajectory of a company?
Oh, that's a great question.
So I don't think single-handedly.
Okay.
But there are several instances of bad products that come out, and I'll make a review of it, and I'll show people how bad it is. And the responses are either, one, the product bombs and they take it off the shelf. That's happened. That happened with a Chromebook. That happened with a phone. 2, the company goes, yeah, this was pretty bad, but we'll learn from it and make the next one better. I think that's a win for everybody. Or 3, they like defend it.
No.
And that does not go well for anybody. That does not go well for anybody. So, but I also think like if a product is that bad, I'm not the only one who's saying those things.
Gotcha.
Sure. There's no way I'm the only one responsible for bringing down or changing the course of your company. Yeah. I will be one of many people who points out how bad this thing was.
Who really?
What's an example?
Yeah, I need to know.
Okay, so there's not that much really truly bad tech, but sometimes I'll point out decisions that are like particularly user hostile, where you're like, why would you?
The new iPad?
Not even well, maybe, but like there's a phone that HTC made a couple years ago. HTC doesn't exist anymore. They don't make phones anymore, but they made a phone with no buttons.
Okay.
Now, your phone has a power button, volume buttons. They didn't have, or they had like a fake like pressure sensitive area where like you'd have to squeeze it to make it work. And then it kind of worked okay, but it was like the buttons would have been fine. Other gimmicks would have been better. And I just had all of that to say about this phone. And they were like, yeah, but we don't want to have buttons in the future, so someone's got to start at some point.
You won't.
Yeah. They don't exist anymore.
You don't have a future.
Yeah. So, yeah, there are things that come up where, like, and you have to understand, every product, there's, like, this sort of, like, nameless, faceless company behind it, but there's real people that worked on that and that really believe in that thing.
Yeah.
And that's tough, because, like, I will have bad things to say about, like, not, like things that don't work well, but choices that they made.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
deep cut.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And there's like 2 guys that are like,
that was my idea.
Yeah. 8 years.
I fought for that.
I provided for my family with this idea.
With this idea, yeah. And
is it tough to stay neutral in that regard? Or like a company that really fucks with you, giving you, like products and like has been riding with you forever, and for you to be like, yeah, this sucks, you guys missed it.
Yeah, no, I don't get to feel that anymore. Like I think early days when I was first like, holy shit, I'm getting products sent to me for evaluation for free.
Yeah.
Early enough, that was like crazy, and I could see how you'd be like, this thing is bad, but I don't want to say that because maybe they don't send me the next thing.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've been in a position for a long time where that doesn't matter anymore. And so I have to tell the truth about the products or I'm not doing my job.
Fucks up your brand.
Exactly.
Have they tried to sway?
Yeah.
Have they tried to sway you a little bit? They've taken you out to...
Professionally. professionally.
Wait,
that's
talk
many
to me
people's
about
job.
this.
Oh, that's
This
the whole
is-
thing. You don't know about this?
No, yeah. What's the craziest thing?
Sorry, they don't care about us. Yeah.
They will try to wine and dine.
Underwear? That's what we get.
No, they'll try. I mean, okay, it's different in different
there in
industries,
6
but
months.
like
Okay.
car industry is classic. They'll have like it's hard to like send you a car. No. Like at the company that makes the car,
Yeah.
they'll be like, come out and see the car and have a nice dinner and stay at a 5-star hotel, and like suddenly you're having a great time and like driving the car at the track, and it's like, all right, now write your review, and you're like. Yeah, I'm trying to stay neutral here, but that like I don't go to any of those because that is
So you have to say
not.
no to those now.
I say no to those. Yeah. A lot of companies, I didn't even know that they pay for YouTubers' flights to their events. I had never been offered, and I'd flied myself the entire time. And I heard someone else say like, "Hey, every YouTuber you know is being flown out to these events." And I was like, "Really? I didn't know that. I've been paying my way every time to everything, staying in my own hotels." That's a thing they do. All these product companies will try their absolute hardest to make you feel as good as possible going into the event, even an Apple event.
Really?
Like they set a vibe. You walk in, everyone's clap. You seen the Apple Store? They'll clap. They'll be like, "Yeah, welcome. How are you doing today? Yeah, come right in." Little things like that. They want you to feel good. And
Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Tony Robbins? No, what's his name? Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
But that's entire people's jobs is to make the reviewers feel as good as possible going in.
What's the craziest thing you've been offered? Like craziest trip, craziest whatever.
Has it ever just been cash?
No, that's not even legal.
Yeah, they can't. I know they can't get away with
But
that.
someone being like, yo, here's this and 3 mil in stock.
I think that's too egregious, but they might give you that much value or more in something else.
Sure.
You might try, yeah. It's usually the weird trips. Like I've never been to this, but I'm pretty sure Intel or there's some, I think it's Intel has like a trip to Hawaii every year where they like show off their newest processor architecture. Why is it in Hawaii?
Is it Ellison maybe? What is Larry Ellison own?
Oh,
Is
Oracle?
it Oracle instead of Intel? Because he owns an island in Hawaii.
Yeah, which
called
one?
No,
Lanai.
it is literally, it's like one of the big chip companies. And I think they all, and it's like a summit and they're like, come on out, come do some hikes and stay at this hotel. And also here's a PowerPoint of our newest chips. And you're like, okay, like send me the PowerPoint. I don't see why I need to go to Hawaii. It's usually not too crazy. It's just like you get, it's PR.
Yeah.
Like they have a messaging behind every product. And I think from my perspective, I always try to understand the public facing reason for a decision and the behind the scenes corporate real reason for every decision. Because every decision they make has that reason too.
Yeah.
So even the little things, Apple goes, we will put the USB-C port on the new iPad.
I was watching this video.
Yeah. And it's like, what's the public facing reason? Oh, well, it's a better port, right? Of course. And you're like, why didn't you put it on the iPhone? And then their corporate behind the scenes
You were
reason.
salty about this, seriously, bro. The video, the
Yeah.
one freeze frame you got with the fucking cord hanging over the.
Dude, that's how people have to charge it now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
insane. But yeah, so that's like these companies sort of always act in their own self-interest,
Yeah.
at least in the US, and that's how you have to understand the decisions they make.
Sorry, what was the behind the real reason Apple wanted to do that?
They just decided they wanted to charge $450 for an iPad that doesn't deserve to charge that much for it. So they're doing a bunch of things behind the scenes. Obviously, the new port, the new chip, the new color. It's like a slightly updated design.